Hey everybody, it's me again, Kale. Here once more about to start a new mission. Well, a remission, if you will. And I will. We'll get a title card here in just a moment, but, I think probably guess, given my attempted David Hayter impression. Really? There's no... like... James Bond-esque opening? Also, is this stuttery frames per second style choice in the opening meant to confuse me? Maybe not. I mean, that felt smooth. That's worrisome. Am I in over my head here? Anyway, Metal Gear Solid Delta, everybody. Because it's the Year of the Snake still, and that was coming out, so I figured I'd give it a shot. That being said, games industry, I don't need any more remakes. Like, I don't even know how much of a remake this could be. Like, I mean, obviously, graphically, it looks fantastic. That being said, though, again, the stuttering worried me. I already had to tool around with the graphics a little bit, but... Max frame rate 60. Aliasing. Feels like a... I mean, I got a decent graphics card. Maybe it's just my processing needs an update. I am bad at computers. Probably turn that stuff to high, right? Oh, I don't even like the motion blur that much. Ugh. Maybe that'll help. That'll probably help, right? Yeah. I don't need everything to be ultra spec, except for the textures. Textures must be amazing. Alright, let's hope that helped. Everything else should be set up. I hope. Can I go back to that title screen real quick? Did that help? Seems to have. Mostly, at least. It's not perfect, admittedly. But then again, whatever is in this age of modern gaming. Still felt a little choppy. Hold on. Welcome to the technical detail aspect of me playing a new game, y'all. I could have figured this out beforehand, but then you'd miss out on the journey. Alright, how's this look? It's a good thing it's got a nice benchmark right at the start, you know? I mean, it still looks good. Still a little choppy, though. Alright, hold on. I'm curious. What happens if I put it to 30 frames per second? I know, blasphemy, but hear me out. What if I throttle this motherfucker? I mean, I can tell. But at the same time, it does feel smoother. And honestly, maybe that's just the title card. Maybe there's just something weird about the title card. I'm also gonna put it back at 60. That's non-negotiable. If it looks awful in-game, we'll worry about it then. For now, I gotta actually get to doing something, you know? Can't just have you watching me play around with menus all day, though that does something for me, I guess. Also, when I started this up the first time in order to get the menus because there was some problems, I did get a white tuxedo. Not sure what that's about, but I got a white tuxedo, so that's fun. What are extras? Oh, UVs, Secret Theater. Oh, my food collection. Records, titles, HD collection manual. I don't need this stuff. I'm curious as to what extra thing they added here. Because Snake vs. Monkey, that was just like a fun little mini game they had in later releases of Metal Gear Solid 3. You know, their little like add-on things where they add more items and little changes here and there. But no, we're here for the main game, primarily. Maybe whatever that question mark thing is we'll check out after the fact, but only if it's cool. But again, I would have probably just played regular Metal Gear Solid 3 if my totally legitimate way of playing Metal Gear Solid 2 didn't stutter, which, my god, if I have to deal with stutter in the new iteration of Metal Gear Solid 3, despite having tried to avoid that, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset. My guy, I've played everything. Yeah, I know all these motherfuckers. Oh, we've got like Metal Gear Solid 5 over the shoulder, or we can play the classic, like pulled back kind of overhead view. Huh. Not gonna lie, because I do actually like Metal Gear Solid 5. It's a little bit too mission-basedy for me, but then again, it's Metal Gear Solid. It honestly kind of works for that. I feel like I'll get, like, more texture if I go like this. Also, this is supposed to be a remake, so let's see what new has to offer, okay? Okay, now how confident am I? Well, we all know I'm not a little bitch. And then they really give you extra HP in the beginning. Oh man, they don't even let you play European Extreme until you've at least proven you don't fucking suck at Extreme. Yikes, okay. Motion detector, anti-personnel. I didn't start you with a whole lot here either. You know what? Let's at least go hard. Gotta go at least hard. Played this game so many times, I don't care if it's new. Probably still all relatively the same. Only the important tips. I can figure the rest out, I'm fine. War has not changed.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into
technically
two,
it has. I mean,
East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Now, one thing I am a little sad about is that they didn't redo the voices. They've touched them up, but I'm fairly certain they just kind of pulled the voiceover from the original game and reused it, which actually does at least allow them to pay homage to the full Metal Gear Solid 3 cast, since I know at least one of them has unfortunately passed. And yes, fortunately it is a lot smoother up here, at least amid the clouds. Whew.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing.
Oh, I should have looked for subtitles. That would have helped me.
Good. We've got high visibility.
is a little choppy in places.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
Why did you choose I like Metal Gear
Does this
Solid?
panty waste know what he's doing?
Bitch, don't even talk to me like that.
Approaching.
I'm not a little bitch.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Still the overdramatic cigar flick. Fantastic. What if I chose I like Metal Gear Solid 2? I'd still get the riding mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
It does look very good. Even with my less than optimal system.
Sunrise. External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Let's go! About to get my ass kicked by trees.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Man, I can really
Head of the
feel
OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities.
early
And the
2000
East's
voice
foremost
direction.
expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin into orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man
History.
most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin, he was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962,
Politics.
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles.
Get ready for a lot of
to
this,
Cuba.
by the way. Metal Gear Solid 3 is
President
where the
demanded
series
that the Soviets
really
dismantle and
went
remove
full
the missiles.
movie.
At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the
At least the
hair-trigger
grainy
standoff.
60s footage is all
Finally,
very
on
high
October 28th, the Soviet Union
frame
agreed
rate.
to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence
Clever
agencies
ruse.
around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
They got a mole problem
Yes.
over there in Russia.
He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but
Same
it
thing,
appears to
different
be a
focus.
new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there
Ah!
just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
So, extricate the VIP.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate.
Oh, good, I can still do
Selinoyarsk,
these.
the Soviet
Lovely.
mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back.
Every
to
so
the
often you get a prompt to go into first person in a cutscene. It's great.
If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue
Man,
of
I'm really
Sokolov,
glad that
stand by the
deployed.
recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
There's a lot of holes in this. I imagine it's so that I don't, like, take too long descending, but it is a little concerning. Yeah, the foliage is not helping my frame rate. Oh! Dramatic sting! Oh wait, I think I remember why we don't get the James Bond-esque opening yet. Just remembered when that first shows up. Never mind, we're good. We might still get it, folks. Oh, look at that sweat!
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
How did you survive till Metal Gear
Now
Solid
I see why you
4?
asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
Fucking branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk.
So the standard mission parameter.
If you need to talk
Got
to
it.
me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Okay. Yeah, mission start. Let's go. Oh. Okay. Yeah. The controls are a bit finicky than I would have thought. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I feel a bit floatier than I remember. Also, where's my... There we go. How do I... Oh, can I not dodge? Oh, there's the dodge roll. Hell yeah, let's go. And then straight into... Fuck yeah, let's go. I'm doing a lot of crawling. There we go. Options. Perfect. Okay. Just wanted to... Once more, play around with these a bit. Might have to throw the textures down to high. I'm not even a big fan of motion blur, so yeah, we don't need that to be too high. Okay. That stick? Okay. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit better. Can I get these mushrooms? Also, how do I punch? What's a man got to do to punch? Oh, there we go. Okay. These mushrooms? Where's my combat knife? Fine. Oh. Going. Okay, I'm just finding my buttons. Okay, got nothing. Oh, right, my backpack. I need to get the backpack. Oh, balls. Okay. Where did I leave that backpack? Oh, I don't even have, like, a radar or anything. Ooh, maybe over the shoulder wasn't the best call. Just due to that alone. Next to climb. I should really get my knife. I can't climb that. Okay. Okay, off to a great start. Feeling so confident. Don't make much noise on a tree, huh? Okay. Fucking tree go. Ah, there it is. There. Climb the tree. Climb the tree, get my stuff. Dunk. Major, I got my shit!
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer,
that makes sense.
choose weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire.
No,
Once
shit.
its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident.
Oh,
You
shit.
can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. and there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll
So
just have to take care of myself,
any
huh?
alarms are
I'm
non-canon,
afraid
is what
so.
you're saying.
You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
So, no pressure.
Real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team
Let's
will
meet
be
the
in
team.
charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic.
I can
so
do
to
so
speak,
much in these
as well as
games.
recording your mission data.
Ah, I love them.
She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
Mei Ling? Oh,
She.
damn.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Ah, you're fine too.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
The boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me.
Oh.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
Mysterious person.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
Yeah, your stat screen is mostly
What's
unknown.
that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Send some tension in the
Technique,
air.
sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And
I want to
politics
disagree
are a
with her, but
living
knowing
thing.
how the world
They
works.
change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you
Tell me about
abandoned
it.
me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms
Again,
are
tell
up,
me about it.
Others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time.
Now we're getting
and so
right
do
into
leaders
the
of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms.
getting right into the
enemies
meat
we
and
fight
potatoes of the
are
theme
only
of this
enemies
game.
in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you were always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings.
Wait, aren't you,
But this
like,
is the jungle.
behind the scenes?
Survival is going to be key.
You're not in the field,
Those
are you?
CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Not mine, though.
Where are you,
I've done a
boss?
lot of these.
Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov.
Yep.
Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to stealth.
Snake, try to remember some of the
I have to
basics
look
of
for-
CQC.
I had to look for subtitles.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Subtitles. Is that under audio? That makes sense. Language and subtitles. God, I'm fucking dumb. I can choose the color? A lot of those suck. I'll go with white. The background will be fine. Yeah, I'll probably turn that on just to be small is fine. Look, it's easier to follow along with subtitles, both for me and hopefully for you too. Also, again, I really would like adjust the quality of upscaling the image can be set. I'll say upscaling is probably what's kicking my ass. When I think about it. Alright. That's pretty good. Get the little T-Rex arms going. Yeah. Yeah! Okay, okay. How do I... Okay, there's that, and... Okay. Okay. Okay! How do I know there was a... I saw a bird up here. Hold on, I want to go see if I can get the bird. Oh, nope, snake. Snake. Up the tree. Up the tree snake. Alright, sorry, I got hit. Up the tree. There we go. Okay. Okay. We're in for a long mission! Oh, I saw a bird up here. Some supplies. Can I get the bird? Can I eat the bird? Yeah, look at that bird. Look at the bird. Is it like a... Okay. Gotta play around a little bit here. Long first episode so that I can figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Gimme. Can I keep it? How do I... A magpie. Backpack. Yep. I don't need this yet. Directional microphone might be helpful. Oh yeah, what do I got? I got my olive drabs. A leaf pattern. That's hilarious. I love it. Okay. Okay, how do I... Is that a snake? Come here. Come here. Yeah. Gonna eat a snake. Here's my compass. Okay, this is like super sneak. Okay. 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 How do I call my people? Do I have a... What button calls my people? Right, that's that. This is crouch. This is... Oh, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Mushrooms. How do I call my people? Okay, how do I call my people? Control. Button layout. Survival viewer. Pause menu. Radio. How to hit down? A couple of times, actually. Oh, I gotta hold it. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, I know. Thank you.
I see you've captured a giant anaconda.
I sure did!
The giant anaconda is believed to be the largest snake in the world in terms of weight and diameter.
It was pretty big.
It's not poisonous, but its large size makes it extremely powerful. They say it even eats crocodiles. Its only natural predator is man.
Oh, I'm gonna
And snake.
predate this
And
thing
snake.
so
A
much.
giant anaconda is a very large snake, but you should be able to capture it alive using the tranquilizer gun.
Got it. So how does it taste?
I knew you were going to ask me that.
Glad I didn't disappoint you. So,
Well, the guide says it tastes all right.
good. I'll have to try some.
Ugh.
I'm making this a hobby.
I see you've captured a magpie.
Sure did.
Magpies are members of the crow family. They're distinguishable by their beautiful dark blue and white bodies and their long tails. Their favorite food is insects, but they'll also eat small fish, acorns, and fruit. They're omnivores, which means...
They'll eat anything.
Right, just like you, huh?
Okay. So how do they taste?
You always ask me that.
Naturally. So,
I've never heard of anybody actually eating a magpie, but I suppose there's no reason you couldn't.
you don't say.
Oh,
We're gonna get to enjoy this conversation a lot. Alright. Alright, the episode's gone on a bit longer than I would have liked, but that's the opening of a Metal Gear game, you guys. Alright. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves, and if you have, let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll come back next time and start the virtuous mission in full. Let's fucking go! Till then, you'll have to subscribe to stay, and I'll see you in the next mission. Later.